UK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay by the shit.
You know, we could talk about Death Row's greats. Of course, it built an era, but to be able to continue the label, have new people like the Sugar Freeze, and that's why I heard Sugar Freeze on the Death Row. It's a lot of new artists. You know, it has the name. Everybody knows Bad Boy. Everybody knows Rap a Lot. Everybody knows Death Row. Everybody knows these names. Suge Knight could have run. I said this: Suge Knight or Tupac at one time.
Would you not say that's because of Suge though? When everybody say everybody
Of
knows.
course, it's because of Suge. Suge built it. He built it, but he also killed it at the same time. You feel me? So go ahead.
Yeah, no, because I know we could, you know, I want to try and put, so we can get it in the right context of because this clip he kind of answers to some of that stuff in the aspect of I guess saying that he feels some, you know, shady stuff was done in terms of him losing the company. So let's check out a bit of this.
They got 2%. They was popping champagne bottles. When I first got in this business, people was only getting 5% airtime on the radio. If they got 10%, they was popping champagne bottles. I was the first person to hit radio like it was an R&B act or a pop act, and I went from 95% to 97%. At one time, 97% of the stuff you heard on the radio was either on Death Row or somebody that was managed. I was the first one ever knew to own my masters. I'm the first one ever got people out their contract.
But how do you feel about?
So hold on, I just want to pause that there. And this is courtesy of TMZ, and you know it's definitely been well documented that Suge did do a lot to help people out of their contracts and stuff. And you know we hear a lot of people talking about their masters and stuff now. So this is like early work he was doing, but we'll get back to a bit of this clip.
Snoop owning it now.
And you see, how do you feel about?
How do you feel about Snoop owning it now?
Well, I don't know if he do. I doubt that. But if he did, it'll be a situation. Well, first of all, you gotta look at it like this. I'm quite sure I am Death Row. Suge Knight is Death Row. So I'm quite sure before it's said and done, all eyes on me and Machiavelli out of Fox objecting to come back to me, and the rest of the stuff. But one problem with that is that Snoop has a partner, which is Michael Harris, correct?
Correct.
Right. If you look at it, they committed fraud. They committed bankruptcy fraud. I didn't lose my company by doing anything wrong. They went in and a lawyer didn't show up, and they got a default judgment. I settled the judgment. They turned around and said I didn't settle the judgment, but they committed bankruptcy fraud, which we just found out for sure last week. When they filed bankruptcy in '95, they said it had nothing to do with Death Row or anything, and the lawyer did also, and they lawyers knew. And you can't commit bankruptcy fraud and settle and do those types of things. So the same guy you see in the series, when you see all his deposition in prison, her deposition when they say and the lawyers knew this, they filed bankruptcy and they didn't have the right to do it, they settled. You can't turn around and do it. It's called illegal. It's a crime. So you can't take a person who committed the worst crime of the century, to take Death Row from black people, trying to give it to white people, and think you're going to turn around and reward and say he's going to grab Snoop and he's going to go get it back and have Death Row. It don't work like that. So if we're gonna talk about something, let's talk about it.
So I mean, you hear that straight from the. I wanted to play that straight from, you know, the horse's mouth. You hear Big Simon himself. You know what I mean? And,
your thoughts?
I think, you know, just what he was just saying. I don't know the full implications of what he was saying to Michael Harris, obviously committing some kind of fraud and some kind of egregious actions towards Silky, towards Suge in his words, but I mean, I feel as though what he said was important about them trying to take the company from and give it to like other people and just
what I heard was that Suge had lost Death Row, and so he had to sell it. Some white lady owned it, and then Snoop and them got at her, and then they got it. First of all, I mean, the man did build it. He did build it, but what I'm saying is, right now, Suge, you done. You was about to, I don't know if he's going to get out. I hope he get out. But what it looks like from as it stands, that it's going to be a while before he's get out. You know what I'm saying? So what? You going to let the shit die? I think that to equal all this shit out is everybody do the right thing. Put the egos aside. You know this man built this Snoop. Harry O, you a part of it. You got out of jail. You know how it is to be in jail. You just came from there. You know how it is. Suge, let that fame, success, and all that shit get to his head. But what I will say is that at one time, Suge Knight, the way he was doing business was necessary. It was very necessary. It's because people fear will make a person jump up and do something that they know they should be doing, but they don't care to do so. So Suge Knight's tactics were necessary at one time. Did he go overboard? The Love Boat? Yeah, he did. He let the success get to him? Yeah, he did. He let that money get to him? Yeah, he did. Anybody, that could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? He did go overboard. He paid the repercussions of it. But as far as right now, with Death Row, we know what Death Row did in the past. What about Death Row right now? What is Death Row doing right now? So I guess that's what Snoop and them are doing. Instead of let the shit die and nobody's coming out up under it, it's too many bomb. It's stopping us not having a West Coast label, a black-owned label, is stopping our movement. Real talk. It's stopping our movement because we really don't trust the white labels. Keep it on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we seeing what they've been doing to us for years. I'm an artist, so I can speak from it. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is somebody gotta, or some people have to sit down and talk like men, put the ego to the side, sit down and really talk business. Everybody be fair. Let's get this bitch jumping and pumping. Because if not, all it's doing is stagnating. All this artists, we getting old. You understand? It's cool. You can get all the young artists, but the young artists may not understand the movement of Death Row and what we trying to do. You feel me? So,
I mean, it's definitely a different time. I mean, I think just to echo Suge in a lot of ways, I think some of the good stuff that he's done, like in terms of how people out with deals and some of his knowledge of the business, maybe there's polarizing views on his application of it and how he went and his approach and how he went about doing some stuff, but he definitely opened up some doors in that. Join us on the line, bout.online.com, for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.